Summoners, we have the ultimate Eitri here with 58% damage reduction. That is already nuts. Look at her take out that Crom. But the big thing here is the retribution in her weapon that allows her to absorb damage and spit it back out at her opponents. There we go, 17 damage reduced, 17 damage right back. This is crazy good on this unit. Let's start off with some Corrins after that supreme survivability that we just saw. Now, if you've watched this channel before, you know that Ninja Corrin is just a nemesis of mine, and I never survive her. Well, we're gonna take out 3 Corrins and a Ninja Corrin. I think that equals 4. But anyway, so first Corrin off the board. I have no idea why they have Ether on there, but let's just stop and recognize how much commitment this takes to go with 4 + 10 Corrins. We're gonna go OG Corrin, we're gonna wipe her off the board. We're going for bigger things here, and we're eyeing tanking that Ninja Corrin. We're gonna talk about what that takes in order to do that. So we're gonna let them get a little closer thanks to that lovely trench. And here we come, yet another Corrin with Aether. They must know something I don't, because this person obviously knows a lot about Corrin in general. We're gonna go up against a Negating Fang here shortly, but first we have Grand Strategy, we have +6 Omni buffs from Nótt Dagr, we have Speed Smoke. We are stacking as much as we possibly can on this unit, not to mention that it's Eitri's bonus season. Like, this is the revenge tour here. Now we've got 67 effective speed, which means this Corrin does not double and hits for 0 times 2. Summoners, it makes me happy. I think this is the first showcase that I've seen where I actually have a unit tanker. But enough about speed and attack. We're gonna talk about bulk for a little bit. We have some heavy hitters here, namely Duo Crom and Legendary Sigurd that we have to get off the board. Now, all of that wonderful stuff we just talked about, the duo skills and everything else, is going to let us one-shot Crom. Oh, this unit is a terror, right? I mean, he is always sneaking up on us and killing us in some way. And the other unit that's always killing us is this stupid Legendary Sigurd. Not this time. With super bonus stats and super buffs, we're gonna go in and makes my heart happy. 51 times 2, and we got a Ruptuous guy coming in as well. Summoners, goodbye, Sigurd. But, okay, this is the real part of this that I wanted to show. Okay, Nótt Dagr's coming in. This is 119 physical bulk, and we took 17 damage from a bow. I mean, that is nuts. Summoners, that is absolutely crazy. Legendary Micaiah, who is a premier magical nuke. We have 120 magical bulk, and what is this gonna equal? 0. Goose egg, 0. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to one-shot a 52 res Legendary Micaiah. But Ruptuous guy coming back on her, we're gonna finish this off right. Oh, makes my heart happy. All right, next up. Now, you're gonna wonder why this is in here, but you've gotta understand, this is a grudge match. Bridal Micaiah, when she was out, would just absolutely trash my teams. They would always have Duopini, Bridal Micaiah, and that unit would come in. She was untankable. It was crazy. So the mission here is to build a unit strong enough to do that finally. We're gonna cut through these other units like Swiss Cheese. Oh, Legendary Edelgard, you are not a good unit. I'm sorry, Legendary Edelgard fans. Hey, Refine coming someday, but enough of that. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna watch this. Now this is 91 effective attack, and it's gonna hit us for 17. That is nuts. This unit was untankable, and now, not so much. Oh, that makes me happy. And you can see that retribution really coming in handy and pushing us over the top on a lot of these kills that before Eitri couldn't get. That's one of the things that is so magical about Speed Smoke and how it works with her kit in general. But we're to the Jotunheimer sisters. I don't know who this player is, but I am so jealous of them because I love this team. And you notice that Dagr is so bulky that we're not actually able to take her out. The no follow-up doesn't help any, but We're coming in here, and we're gonna one-shot that sucker. Oh, makes me happy. Took only a few skills of bonus season and tons of buffs, but you know, we're gonna ignore that for now. We've already seen this, but it bears repeating here again. Oh, and because she has ether, she's gonna do so little damage. That is 3. 3! That is nuts! Makes me happy. But the real reason we're here, all right, the big reason this match is in here is negating Fang. And that's what I am building up to, trying to get Corrin in a spot where I can get my good matchup. She doesn't provide that on a defense tile, and as much as I love Eitri, that's a little bit much for her. But that's okay. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna take Nótt off the map because Nótt is a pain. Also, I'm jealous. I want a +10 Nótt. I will never get her that far, but that's okay. Okay, coming around the corner, we're gonna let her come to us. All right, this is a big deal. Ruptured Sky, bonus stats, 72 attack, negating Fang hits, ding, and boom, one shot. This was like a premier tank. Enemy phase legendaries do not age very well, do they? Now this is a little different, especially with the fact I kind of chickened out here. And this duo Leaf, well, he has, you know, damage reduction. And so I didn't want to have to deal with that. Probably could have, but I went ahead and cleared them off the board. I was also worried about Nótt coming in and doing some weird stuff. So I went ahead and just finished this Eitri off. You can see how little damage in the player phase. Well, she would have done a lot better, but still not that much. Keep in mind we have 58% damage reduction going on, which is a ton. We're gonna see this again though. Lilina coming in for 13 damage. Look at that, like visible. That is a 76 attack unit. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And we are going to one-shot this unit back. Oh, summoners, I love Eitri so much. You guys know that. She was an accidental unit, but she has been one of my absolute favorites. And this has allowed me to use her in even more ways than I already have. But we're gonna go over, this is a scenario that's a little more realistic to what you're going to see just because of the type of matchups that I got. These are still bonus stats. Now it's worth noting here that Eitri would not have one-shot Lilina without the bonus stats. So what we would have had is a 2-hit kill. Basically, it would have been a hit, get out of there, and run. But Chrom, this is really interesting. You can actually take Chrom out with 2 hits with a regular Eitri. That's fantastic, and it's showing what this speed smoke is doing for me, which is just being amazing. But we have a tanky red armor. We are going to try to charge up everything we possibly can. But it's still a Thune, and the big thing is she has guard. If she didn't have guard, I think we could have gotten this done, but that was not the case. And this is what you're going to see a lot of. A lot of these bulky red units Eitri is still going to struggle with because, I mean, despite what folks say, there are a lot of things that are still balanced in this game. I know, not a popular take. Look at this Celica though. 22 damage coming in would have been a perfect kill, but no. Not this time. We're gonna go back with 86 damage. That is nuts. We're gonna finish off this Adune because it did take us a couple hits. I don't know why I felt the need to get her out to change fate her out of there. Maybe I thought that like one more charge on that Ruptured Sky was gonna work. It didn't matter though. We took a Thune out. Now, next up, I want to go back to that match that we did at the very beginning and just roll it through so you can see the thing in its entirety. There's only one other thing I want to point out here specifically, and that is this Linja matchup here, which is nuts that she would hit back for 0 damage. That is the world we're living in now, right? So, summoners, watching it again, it is still amazing that Eitri is going to tank both Chrom and Legendary Lilina. But I want to talk about the smoke skills. And summoners, this is the power creep that we like, all right? When you have preference weapon power creep, it is not available to all the other units, and it makes some units drastically better than others. Stuff like these smoke skills allows you to take these skills and put them on units and use them in a different way than you normally would, which is fantastic. The speed smoke skill on both Dimitri and Eitri is a great example. Another one would be the attack smoke skill on someone like Winter Altina that would increase their survivability so much. But summoners, that is all I've got today. I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHology just real soon.